Hi, I'm Gunnar. Have you ever thought about what career you would like to have when you grow up? Here in Oklahoma, aerospace and aviation is a booming industry. By the time you're ready to enter the workforce, there will be thousands of aerospace and aviation jobs waiting for people just like you. It's not too early to start thinking about your career. You may have heard about Charles Lindbergh, the first pilot to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. Hard to believe that flight on the Spirit of St. Louis was more than 90 years ago. Someday, you might want to become a pilot, and if Mr. Lindbergh accomplished something like that almost a century ago, imagine what kind of things you might be able to do by the time you start your career. The future is yours, and the sky's the limit.
I'm Robert Ragazzino, and I am one of the partners in this project. I would say I'm probably the chief operative in the project. Well, in 1927, there was a competition for the first flight to go from New York to Paris. Teams from all over the world were competing. Men were crashing pretty much all over the globe, and that would be either in Paris or in the United States during the preparations. There was a big prize, $25,000 Ortegue prize, and that was a lot of money for the time. It was a big competition, and Lindbergh stepped out ahead of all the other aircraft, left first, and made it. This airplane is a very high-grade replica of Lindbergh's plane, made specifically to cross the Atlantic. It's the only replica ever made specifically to cross the Atlantic. The Spirit of St. Louis II is made basically out of the exact materials that Lindbergh's plane was. It's a steel tube fuselage covered in wood and fabric, and it's a big wooden wing, 46 feet of continuous wooden wing. When it was uncovered, it was just like a 46-foot grand piano. Flying the Spirit, it's a very interesting challenge. The real reward will come in only when the wheels touch down in Paris. The flight will be really challenging. Just the preparations for the last almost 6 years now, I'm 724. If we were to sum it up, we somewhat are on the downhill toward the finish line. The only thing is the finish line is about 5,000 miles east of most of it's across ocean. I'll get to do Lindbergh's flight, and I'll get to know every torturous minute that he did. When you get there, it's all over. Like Lindbergh said, you take off early, 7 o'clock in the morning out of New York. First day is fine. First night's tough. Sun comes up early because you're flying into the rising sun. You just got to get to Paris. When you look at it like that, it's manageable.